komplit ya, dan sangat mendukung untuk proses belajar mengajar. Nah, kita untuk mendatangkan helikopter kan sulit ya, betul ya? Nah, jadi daripada kita membangun lab seperti itu mahal, kita kolaborasi. Nah, anak-anak kita juga ada yang ada di sana belajar dalam bentuk
OB Endowment Chair at Faculty of Pengurusan, Ekonomi Pengurusan, for 2 years. And my KPI as a research fellow here is to help them to produce 5 books with international publishers. Okay, so 1 book with Stranger, so my KPI have another 4 books. The afternoon session will be continuing with Dr. Hisham, which will focus more on systematic review, article journal, how to do systematic review articles, and then we go back to me, how to deal with rejection. Okay, because even professors get rejected, because when we publish with article, journals with high index ataupun high rank journals, the tendency to get rejected is 95%. Only 5% opportunities to get accepted. Okay, so there are we will receive comments and so on, then how to deal with this rejection, and then how to respond to the reviewer. Okay, so I will share also the table of response and other things during this thing for your reference. Okay. Among the researcher communities in your field. Okay. So all of these you look at the titles, corporate branding in logistics and transport. The areas is logistics and transport, but we also do corporate branding in logistics and transport. We do women in aviation. The content is there, so we have to, when you want to publish an article, whether it is a book chapter, article journal, you must be play around with your expertise, and then how it can be relate also with current issues and also other sectors. Okay, Clarivate analytics ni dia based on US. Okay, kalau European Scopus lah, Scopus ni under. Okay, so what is ABS ranking, SSCI, non-SSCI, and IDCAT. So IDCAT Ministry of Transport in Putrajaya. So kita rasa macam kita have to collaborate with others lah, and not only for ourselves, but of course bila for ranking purpose, for evaluation, untuk ranking university evaluations, bila ada collaborations among the other institutions, dia ada extra mark. Kalau takpelah kita delay sikit kan, okay, boleh ke apa? All these top professor that they cited. Okay, so and also normally they are also sitting for editorial board for certain journals. So all of these are all high communicate with them, alright? So and these are some of the informations on the journals that you can get information about the journals. Okay, so every journal, if you identify the journals, go to their website, and then you can find from that about submits and guide for authors. Okay. From this lah, dekat each website of the journal, dia dah cakap dah, dia index kat mana. Kalau by SBL ke Emerald ke, tapi by associations or by universities. Okay, so kat situ dah ada dah.
So in Trisakti, who is actually the person in charge for the publication and also grant? Pak Masri in Trisakti, who is actually in charge of the publication and also grant? Oh, not here. Okay. Prof. Okay. So before that, I introduce myself, my background, my education background. Previously, before I joined UniCare. Sudah. Okay. What I want to explain here is analysis or method. All depends on the project or the research that you have, right? Okay, but possible words that adequately describe the contents of the paper. Okay. Okay.
Human factor.
Macam mana? Mungkin gini. Okay. The method, the approach, the method, and also what is the significant impact of the abstract. Okay? So saya tak baca lah ni, nanti saya share. Okay? So another approach. So this one, I got it from Dekam. Okay? And then lifting economics, even though there is no economics word in the title, method to be used in order to identify related to the, for example, low back pain. Okay? And then I will come up with my conceptual framework. Okay? And must be able to repeat or reproduce comparison between our results and also the initial hypothesis. Okay? Based on the result, is it our hypothesis? And then you address the research questions. Reference you use in the paper, you must list at the end of the.
Kan biar sini makannya irit-irit, Mbak. Rokoknya di sana. Tuh, soalnya.
Amateurs writer like us, okay, become afraid to write on the SLR. Alright, so the step that I'm going to show you is a simplified step, and this step, okay, I will show you how it links to publication. Alright, okay. Okay, these are our outcomes. Methodology gap, empirical gap, theoretical gap, population gap, lots of gaps. Okay, but what normally should be shown in thesis, okay, especially postgraduate thesis, okay, theoretical gap or knowledge gap, and also methodological gaps. These two are most commonly shown in thesis. And theoretical development. Okay, lack of robust empirical evidence. Okay, this what I categorize as narrative review. Okay, these are the gap. Okay, but the big question is, I'm sure you do not have time, okay, to read many articles one day. Right? Am I right? Okay, you don't have covered everything. Okay, there is no areas in our body of knowledge is left out. Right. Number two, to reveal what have already been done. Past study, what they have done. Okay. Alright. To identify relationship between theories and concept. Okay, this another usage of reason why we do review literature, because we need to find out certain theories, concept, and their relationship with certain practice. Okay, number four, to avoid unintentional or unnecessary duplication. Sometimes we tend to duplicate whatever have covered in previous study, in past study. Exactly similar. Okay, for master postgraduate is okay, but for PhD application, how literature review being applied in publication. Okay, number one, literature review as a chapter. Okay, which chapter? Chapter 2, right? Okay, in thesis, when you go to chapter 2, all about literature review. Okay, that's one application. Number two, okay, literature review as theoretical background. Okay, this is where we commonly found when at the section when we want to develop our conceptual framework, more advanced. Okay, umbrella review. Umbrella review means that it starts from all other people also can see, oh yeah, true, it's a gap, to facilitate the publication. Okay, number one, okay, later on I just go briefly. Okay, after this I will explain it in detail. Okay, first you need to formulate, okay, so to pull, to help you to pull. Okay, for example, okay, this is my paper actually. Okay, for example, I have these three literature review question, LRQ1, Emerald, Scopus, 100,000. Okay, but still, this article. Okay, by applying filtering criteria. Okay, for example, criteria keyword talents or talent. Okay, second level filter. Understood, Okay, when you do SLR, doesn't mean that you can be exempted from reading. You still need to read. But if you do systematic, okay, there are also tool. Okay, okay, you just teacher who said that. Okay, sometimes you cannot find any teacher that can support your argument. You can use alternatively. You can cite personal interview. Okay, if you see APA whatever, there are citation for personal communication. Okay, you go.
Together, okay? So yeah, never give up. Okay, just proceed and just submit and keep your momentum going lah. Alright.
Lektor kepala, sorry salah. Ini kalau sambil semangat ini ya. Lektor kepala, guru besar. Tapi masih 60% ini. Ya, coba kita naikkan dikit lagi volumenya ya. Bolehlah sambil berdiri lah Bapak Ibu, biar suaranya keluar jadi 90% ya. Sekali lagi saya sebutkan, lektor kepala, guru besar. Oke. Semuanya Bapak Ibu
harus bisa semua.
Sekali lagi saya buat status statement. Publikasi Scopus. Saya bilang publikasi Scopus, jawabannya pasti bisa, begitu ya?
Bisa.
Ya bapak-bapak yang lagi online juga ya, yang lagi online kalau ini mendengar statement ini ikut mendukung ya. Ini biasanya kalau kita katakan bisa terjadi gitu ya.
Amin.
Oke ya. Publikasi Scopus.
Bisa.
Sudah. Oh yang benar juga, ada yang udah bisa. Yang udah punya juga nggak apa-apa, bilang pasti bisa. Ini menyemangatin yang belum gitu ya. Publikasi Scopus.
Bisa.
Yang tiga nih, ada yang ketiga lagi nih. Publikasi PKM.
Bisa.
Nah, ini yang bilang pasti bisa baru 20% ini ya kan? Publikasi PKM.
Pasti bisa.
Oke, Pak Irwan dengar ya. 45 artikel tahun depan pasti bisa. Bersama Bapak Ibu ini ya. Jadi sekali lagi terima kasih Bapak Ibu buat silakan dulu. Buat semangatnya ya.
Kandidat